So here is how we do converting.
Dan?
Yes?
Do you want me to put down the volume so I don't hear it?
Oh, no, I want you to hear it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to remember this little thing. It's called King Henry Doesn't Usually Drink Chocolate Milk. And we're going to write it across our page like this. And then we're going to make columns. And this is just to help us know, just to help us remember the order that it goes in. So King stands for kilo, like a kilogram or a kiloliter. H stands for hecto. This is dec, unit, dec, cent, T, and milli. Okay, so we are moving either this way from one unit to the other, or we're moving this way. Okay, so if you're like the one that we had was 10 liters, and we had to change it to a milliliter. So I'm going to write this 10L, and then I'm going to write ML here because that's what we're changing it into, and then I'm going to make a blank line. So the first step is to write your unit, and then what you're converting it to is going to have a blank line. Then the second thing is we're going to take our pencil and we're going to go from unit to the next column, to the next column, to the next column with a jump. Okay? And then for each of the jumps that you made, you're going to put a 0. So I made 1 jump here, 2 jumps here, 3 jumps here. So now I'm going to find out what that number is. 10, 0, 0, 0. 10, 0, 0, 0. So 10 liters is 10,000 milliliters. Does that make sense? Kind of? Okay. Suppose we were doing the opposite. Suppose I had a little measurement like 1,000, or I'll do more. Let's do 100,000 milliliters, and I want to find out how many liters. So I'm going to write an L, and then I'm going to make a blank line. And when we're going this way, we add zeros to our number. But when we're going this way, we take them off. So we take zeros off. So how many jumps, Jacob, did I go from milli to liters? 1, 2, 3. So instead of putting zeros on, I'm actually going to cross 3 zeros off, because I'm going from a small unit to a bigger unit. So what would that number be with 3 zeros crossed off? So
100?
I had 100,000, and I'm going to cross 3 zeros off. So that is 100 liters.
Okay.
And I don't expect you to get that right this second. It's okay. It takes a little time. Okay, now we're going to try another one. I'm going to do 4,000 milliliters, and I'm just going to go to centimeters, which is just 1 jump. So because I'm going this way, do I take zeros off or do I add zeros? I'm going this way.
Take zeros off.
Yeah. How many zeros am I going to take off?
3.
So I'm only doing 1 jump. I'm going from here to right here.
So 1.
Yep. So 4,000 millimeters equals 400 centimeters. Now, if I was going to all the way over here, then I would do 1, 2, 3, and I would take 3 zeros off. So it would be 4 liters. but I was only going one jump, so I only take 1 0 off. Does that kind of make sense a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. The second thing we did was 2/10 is more than, less than, less than, more than, or equal to, and then they gave us a number. Now to figure this out, we're going to do 2/10, and then we're going to do 2/3, and we're going to line them up going down the page like this. And we're going to find a common number that goes into 10 and 30. So we can just pick 30 because 10 times 3 is 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they share 30 in common. So 10 times 3 is 30, and anything I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. So then I say 2 times 3 is 6. Does that make sense to you, or do you want me to go over that again?
That makes sense to me.
Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. I can't just change a 3 to a 30, so what do I have to do? I multiply it by 10. Anything I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Now I have 6/30ths, which is this number right here. And then I have 2/30ths, which is this number right here. Now I could see very easily which number is bigger, 6/30ths or 2/30ths. Sorry, 20/30ths. Which is the bigger number, 6/30ths or 20/30ths?
6/30ths.
Are you sure?
No.
Would you rather have 6 pieces of a 30-piece pizza or 20 pieces of a 30-piece pizza?
20.
Because it's bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now which one is bigger, 2/10 or 2/3?
2/3.
So we put 2/10 is less than 2/3. Okay. So for homework, you're going to do 1/4 and 1/7. Is it bigger, greater than, or less than? And you're going to do it like this. You're going to find the common denominator. And then you're going to compare the two. So you're going to do 1/4 and 1/7.
Okay.
2/5 and 3/4. And then you're going to do 1/8 and 2/16.
Okay.
So that'll be your homework. Tell me whether 2/5 is greater or 3/4 is greater. And then for this one, is 1/8 greater or 2/16. And these can all be greater than, less than, or equal to. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Then I'm going to go over rounding. So for rounding, we were rounding a number to the, I forgot what the number was. We already solved it. So we were rounding to the 10,000. So I am going to find out which one is the 10,000s. So this is the ones, tens, hundred, thousands, 10,000s. So my first step is to underline the digit that I'm rounding to. So I'm going to underline the 10,000s place. Then I'm going to go to the neighbor, and you're not going to skip any steps. You're going to do it exactly like this every single time. You're going to go to the neighbor and you're going to say 5 or more, let it soar, 4 or less, let it rest. And it's this number that we're looking at. So this is a 5 or more. So this number is either going to turn into a 2 or it's going to stay a 1. What do you think it does?
Turn in. Wait.
5 or more, let it soar.
Or so stay.
So it soars. So the underlined digit soars. So does it turn to a 1 or does it turn to a 2?
It turns to a 2.
And then everything after the underlined digit, no matter what, turns into a 0. So for homework, you're going to round 53,215, 58,216, 64,003, and 73. I keep using 3. Got to get 3 out of my head, Jacob. 77,321. You're going to round all of these to the 10,000s place. And that will be your homework, my love.